What's up, guys?
What's happening?
Welcome back to Boost Brothers Garage.
Today, we are getting after the interior of the 944.
What are we doing?
Well, we're pulling the carpet.
And we're gonna play with some dry ice.
And get rid of all that sound deadening.
Stay tuned. All right, so before we get to play with any dry ice, we have to rip the carpet out of this car. We've got to pull the center console out in order to do that. So we're gonna knock that out real quick. And then we are gonna show you how to get sound deadening material out the easy way with dry ice and rubbing alcohol. Full disclosure, this is not our idea. We actually got the idea from the guys over at Speed Academy. If you haven't seen their channel, you should definitely check their channel out. Those guys are awesome. We're recreating what they did and hoping that it works as well as it did for them. Let's do it.
Here is the interior currently in all of its glory. Soon to be completely gutted.
All right, 4 screws and dropping the buttons down and the center console is out. Easy enough. All right, guys, so with that done, we're gonna go ahead and rip this carpet out and then we can start getting rid of the sound deadening. Seatbelt bolts always stick. All right, guys, so we got the carpet out. This car has a pretty thick pad of sound deadening material that just kind of pulls right out. And then separately under it is the typical sound deadening material that you're used to seeing. And this stuff's a nightmare to get out. You can chisel it out, which doesn't work very well. You can use heat, which is a mess, and sometimes it likes to catch fire. So that's where the dry ice method came from, and that's what we're gonna try. I'm gonna get all this stuff out first, and then we're gonna be ready to give it a shot. All right, guys, now the fun begins. 2 things, if you can see my fingers. Hey, Stallone, get away from that, dummy. Don't do what our dog does. Safety gear, dry ice, this stuff will burn you. Number 2, hey, Roy, I'm wearing your shirt, and Zach wants one. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna dump this dry ice into a bucket. And that might be a little too much, I don't know. And
No,
then,
put it all in there.
what?
Put it all in there.
All of it?
There's no such thing as too much when it comes to dry ice, I don't think.
All right. So then we're gonna do our best to crush this up into tiny little pieces. And I feel like I should be wearing safety glasses, and I don't think I have any.
Your sunglasses are in the car.
We'll be all right. All right, guys, so we had a small problem. Apparently this bucket is real chintzy, and I broke through the bottom and the side crushing this up. So we stole a bucket from our landlord. Nick, if you're watching, I owe you $5. Yeah, hole in the bottom, split the whole side, and that's really cold. All right, guys, so that was about 10 pounds of this stuff, and we've got it broken down into a fine little mixture. All right, guys, so now we pour and we pray. So that was the whole bucket. That was 15 pounds. I'm gonna go ahead and move this stuff around and try to get some coverage on all of the sound deadening, and hopefully we'll start to hear it crack like that. That should be a sign that it's getting everything cold enough that the glue is just releasing itself from the body of the car. So we'll let it sit like this for a couple minutes. We'll call it 5 minutes. We'll be back with a hammer and hopefully break this stuff up. So we're not really sure if we did this right. I think that I put too much alcohol in there. It's really wet down here, and the videos I've seen of people doing this, I don't typically see that. So I think I got enamored with the fog and put too much of the rubbing alcohol in. But we tested the spot right here, and it is starting to break up. So I'm gonna go ahead and start moving this stuff down, and I'm gonna see if I can start breaking this edge up. And here goes nothing. I think there's no question that it works. Whether or not we did it 100% correctly, I don't know. I'm assuming no. I think we did it well enough that we're gonna get the desired results. We're still hammering. We're making progress. It's not pretty. Zach, what do you think?
This isn't how Speed Academy did it. It just came up in big chunks. I
Yeah,
think Mike fucked something up.
yeah, too much alcohol. It's still working though, right?
Yeah.
Blow some of that smoke away. Oh yeah, I mean, it's coming up. All right guys, we're back after a few days. We'll show you the car, where we're at, but
So we came today, we got more dry ice to do the passenger side, and then all of a sudden, we gutted the entire interior.
yeah, we kind of just went a little nuts. We just felt like working on the car off camera for a couple hours, so
It was actually really nice.
yeah, it was good.
I mean, it's all relatively easy stuff. It's, you know, taking out screws and pulling off panels and stuff that you guys all know how to do.
Right, we didn't want to bore you with it.
Yeah, but we'll show you where we're at.
This is the before. So you can see sound ending behind the seat and in front of the seat. This is what we're pulling up with the dry ice. So Zach's gonna do that. I'm gonna film a little bit of it, and we've got our fingers crossed it's gonna work just a little bit better. So Zach, you think that the no alcohol, rubbing alcohol is a bad choice?
I mean, I think it'll work, but I think you can hear it popping right now. I think spraying a little alcohol in there is probably better. I think it helps it penetrate from what I've read on the internet, but I can hear it popping right now, so maybe we try it without it.
Yeah, we'll give it a couple minutes to sit and we'll see what happens. While that's sitting, I will show you one thing. While we were doing the driver's side, we had some of the dry ice come up on the sides over here. And where the dry ice was touching the sound ending on the transmission tunnel, I mean, this stuff just peeled right off. The glue came off and everything. So that's the way it's supposed to work. That's what we're hoping for.
All right, here we go. Okay, so it pretty much is doing exactly the same thing as with the alcohol, but I feel like our dry ice is lasting a little longer without the alcohol. So I say we keep doing it like this. What do you think?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this method works better, personally. Maybe there's an in-between, but this is working better than what we did the other day. Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Got me in the eye. What do you think about once I move it, spraying a little alcohol on it?
Try it.
Let's see what that does. I feel like a scientist. I could have been a scientist.
I think so.
Oh shit, magic.
Oh, you mean on the bare spot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna do anything at all.
It's making smoke.
Smoke's fun.
Okay, so can't find safety glasses. This is gonna have to work, but I feel like the underside of my eye, just pray for me. Let's go.
Where exactly did you get those ridiculous sunglasses?
These are Oakley, so I don't know that they're ridiculous. These were my Iraq sunglasses, so go fuck yourself. Doesn't look to be working. Where is it? I don't know. It's working there. Oh, fuck.
We let this sit for a while. We had a couple areas that didn't fully come off back here. So I'm gonna go ahead and move the dry ice back there to those, let it sit for a while, and try to see if I can knock some of this stuff up.
The verdict on dry ice and rubbing alcohol. What's your thoughts?
I mean, the dry ice definitely works.
It's better than scraping.
Oh, there's no question about that. The dry ice works in doing whatever the hell it does to loosen up the adhesive or what. To where you can hit it with a hammer and break it up. I've seen people do it and there be no trace of adhesive left whatsoever.
And come off in huge chunks.
Right.
So
that didn't happen for us.
maybe Porsche uses some kind of special adhesive.
Yeah. So ours came up in little bitty bits and it left a lot of adhesive. We're taking a scraper and that adhesive's coming off, so it's not the end of the world. It's just a shitty job. Those 4 little sections of sound deadening material might be 2 pounds. Like, in the grand scheme of things, we probably shouldn't have even messed with it.
I don't agree with that. It was that's a lot of weight. I felt it when we shot backed it up.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it. We're gonna try to weigh.
We took so much other stuff out of the car that weighed significantly more.
Yeah.
But
because race car.
Yeah. We thought it'd be a good video. B, we'd never tried it and we really wanted to. And C, ultimately it's what we wanted, because we're gonna go through and clean all this up and paint the entire interior and try to make it a really, really nice car. Even though it's going to be a budget race car, we still want it to be nice.
Right. So
this is just part of that process.
Next video for this car will probably be either pulling HVAC out and cutting all the wires that we don't need, or sanding down. We probably won't do a video on sanding down, but we'll get everything prepped so that we can paint.
Yeah.
And we'll do a video on that. The interior is going to be all white.
We're also going to take the factory dash and we're going to go through and we're going to fix all of the cracks in the dash, and then we're going to flock it.
We're going to cut it as well.
Yeah, we're going to cut it too.
Cut it down to only what we need.
Right.
So
for those of you guys that are 944 owners, you know that those dashes are super prone to cracking, and they're very, very expensive to replace or get repaired. We think we can show you a way to do it for significantly cheaper. It will end up with...
We do?
Yeah, the flocking.
Gotcha. We still have to fix the cracks though.
Right, but that's cheap. It's just man hours.
Okay, gotcha.
So it's not going to be a factory finish. It's not going to look like leather or vinyl or whatever it did. But if you want to use the factory dash in a race car or a modified street car and you like the look of the flocking, it's a great option. So
I'll be flocking the dash and the Cayman 100%. So.
I'll be flocking all sorts of stuff.
You flocker. All right, so we'll show you real quick what it looks like.
Yeah.
Here is the driver's side. And here is the passenger side. So a little bit of work left to do, sanding, whatnot, probably a lot of goo gone. But that's it, it's coming together. We need to get this car as light as possible because the two of us are not small.
And it has got next to no power, and it's going to be slow.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a, what, Miata? Slower than a Miata.
So that's that, guys.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you soon.